Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing another one-shot. This one's going to be about Cell and what if he temporarily won after Cell games. This isn't all bad for the heroes as they come back and win the day after a long journey, but I thought it'd be interesting to see how they would get there. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This all began when Gohan and Cell clashed for the final time, knowing that their beam would decide the fate of the world. Gohan had tried his hardest, but even with the help of Goku, he was too exhausted and beat up to defeat Cell. As his beam grew weaker and weaker, it eventually engulfed him and he was disintegrated as it touched him. The Sea Fighters couldn't believe it as they witnessed the last hope of the world fall before their eyes. All Cell could do now is laugh at the fact that he had won and everyone was now under his control without any question. Cell would immediately confront the Sea Fighters, telling them they would serve him or perish, and he would do the same to everyone else on the planet. Cell would even set up a system where all the strongest fighters would fight him to increase the length of the planet's existence. The Sea Fighters knew they had to do something drastic, so they went to contact Dende and see if they could bring back Gohan and Goku. Luckily, they were together in the afterlife and they were training and mastering Super Saiyan 1, and Goku has just learned Super Saiyan 2, but they were not ready to come back yet. With this knowledge, the Sea Fighters knew they had to appease Cell for the meantime and wait until they were ready to come back and fight him. Some of them had approached Cell in hopes they could talk some sense into him, and they would tell him that Goku and Gohan were training in the afterlife in hopes they could come back and fight him. They would negotiate a deal where Goku and Gohan would come back and fight him in order to determine the fate of the planet one last time. Cell would agree to it with a slight chuckle, thinking he was stronger than them, not knowing the training they were going through to defeat him. It would be a couple of days and Cell's damage on Earth wouldn't be irreplaceable, but it would definitely take a good wish to fix, and they knew they had to bring Goku and Gohan back before it was too late. So while being on a time limit, the two Saiyans would train really hard and hoping that they could get strong enough to defeat the tyrant Cell. It wouldn't be long after where Dende would contact them and tell them that they need to come back soon or the Earth may be doomed. Gohan and Goku would think that they would be strong as they could given the time frame, and they would agree to come back with a wish. And so it would be, and they would come back to Earth, and very quickly afterwards they would have to prepare to fight Cell. The Sea Fighters would get them used to Earth again before they would all approach Cell, and he would agree to a point in time where they would fight. A couple days later, with some more training, Goku, Gohan, and Cell would meet in the designated area to begin their fight. Cell would be amused at their attempt to defeat him, knowing that it didn't go so well last time, but Goku and Gohan would be fairly confident in their abilities this time around. Goku would decide that he would be the first to step up, giving Gohan some time to save his energy for a later fight. While Goku was prepared for a strong Cell, he wouldn't be quite prepared for how strong he had gotten since their last spot. Cell would start dominating early on, but Goku would come back and forth every once in a while until neither could get the advantage. Luckily for Goku, Gohan would be ready to go in, and he would fully power up as to not waste time, and he would enter the fight. With Cell now fighting two Super Saiyan 2s, he would know that he would have a matter of time until he would be overwhelmed and he would be doomed. Both would be sending out key attacks and powerful strikes, harming Cell, forcing him to heal and using up his energy as it does so. Eventually, Cell would be mortally wounded and both Saiyans would attack, with Gohan preparing to deliver the final blow. Gohan would charge up a Kamehameha, putting all his energy into it, knowing that this time, Cell won't combat it with his own. Determined to obliterate Cell for once and for all, he would launch the attack and it would pierce Cell instantly and vaporize him as it would fully connect. As the dust settled and everyone made sure no pieces of Cell were still around, they congratulate the two Saiyans on the win. They would all be fairly confident that they would have defeated Cell once and for all, but they would know that if he did come back that he would have no problem being put down again. The Sea Fighters would all meet at the area discussing what wishes to use to bring back the people and fix Cell's damage that he did during his reign of the planet. Alright, now that would be the end of this video. I didn't think that turned out quite like I thought it would. It was a little bit shorter, but I think I can make it work, and I hope you enjoyed it. Any support is appreciated. If you really enjoyed the video and want to stick around, I do have some new series coming out and some experimentation going, so hopefully look out for that within the next couple of months if you do want to stick around. Now with that being said, I am out.